In the modern era of goaltending, this gentleman had so many lives to his career it was hard to keep up. Not only did he almost break the NHL record for most saves in a contest, he played with 7 different major franchises in the NHL, including the 2 Quebec squads where he served to be a kind of a partial fan favorite, and even in Edmonton when he arrived he did a lot for the squad's fan base. So today we're going to talk about the curious case and the many lives of Ron Tugnutt. Now, Ronald Frederick Bradley Tugnutt, born October 22nd, 1965, played several seasons in the NHL with the Nordiques, Oilers, Ducks, Canadiens, Senators, Penguins, Columbus, and Dallas. Now, well remembered the Nordiques on March 21st, 91, he set a modern-day NHL record for most saves in a regular season contest when he stopped 70 of 73 in a 3-3 tie with the Boston Bruins. Now you can find this on YouTube, and I think it was more than 70 shots, but some people say 72 or 73, and I leave that. But there's been pro games with more shots, but there's still some lack of clarity if he saved more because you can't just go into the tapes. Now, after retiring as a player, Tugnutt served as a president, governor, and coach of the Central Canada Hockey League's Kentville 73rds. Now, Tugnutt was born in Scarborough, and as a youth he played in a 1980 Quebec International Pee Wee tournament with a minor team from Toronto. Now, Tugnutt played 3 seasons with the legendary Peterborough Petes in the OHL and won the FM Dinty Moore Trophy for the rookie with the best goals against average, followed by the Dave Pinky Trophy for top team goaltending. He was also named the OHL All-Star team in '87. Now, he was drafted by the Nordiques in the 4th round of the '86 NHL entry draft, used mostly as a backup, and he was being sent down and up from the Halifax Citadels of the AHL. And during the 91 season, he played what would be career high 56 games for Quebec and established himself as a quality NHL starter, despite playing for what was then the worst team in the league. Now, like I said, March 21st, the 70 of 73 shots he saved in Boston, which was the second highest number of saves made in a regular season game in NHL history. His performance evoked such respect that after it was over, several Bruins players skated over to congratulate Tugnutt, and the hometown Bruins gave him a standing ovation. Now, in the midst of this inconsistent 91-92 season, and with the emergence of Stéphane Fiset as the Nordiques #1, Tugnutt was demoted to the Nordiques AHL affiliate. In exchange for Martin Brzezinski, he was soon traded to the Oilers to serve as Bill Radford's backup. Now, Tugnutt remained in this role until he was selected by the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim in the '93 expansion draft, and in Anaheim he split duties with Guy Hebert. Now, Anaheim quickly settled Hebert as their #1, and the Canadiens decided that Andrew Rasko and Les Kuntar were not adequately serving as was backup, so Tugnutt was required by the Canadiens in exchange for Stéphane Lebeau. Now, Tugnutt's performance suffered. For Anaheim, he had posted a 91% save percentage in 28 games, but in Montreal he posted only an 86% save percentage in 8 games during 93-94. Now, during the 94 Stanley Cup playoffs against the Bruins, Tugnutt started a game in which Patrick Waugh was recuperating from an appendectomy, but he did not return to the Canadiens for the 96 season and was replaced by Patrick Lebrec. This experiences caused Tugnutt to ponder retirement. Now, in '95, Tugnutt signed a 1-year deal with the Capitals and has subsequently spent the entire 96 season with their AHL affiliate, the Portland Pirates. He was productive in Portland, helping lead the Pirates to the Calder Cup Finals. The strong performance caught the attention of the Senators, and goaltending coach Phil Muir helped Tugnutt work on fundamentals and gain confidence and improved his game each season. While in Ottawa, he went from fighting for the backup position with Mike Bales to splitting duties with starter Damian Rose the next 2 seasons, and he became the team's #1 and by '99. Now, April 12, '97, he shut out the Sabres in the final game of the regular season, despite the fact Tugnutt's father just died, and he signified his father's memory by pointing to the rafters to his dad in what became an iconic image of Tugnutt. This win propelled the Senators to their first playoff berth. Now, in '99, Tugnutt had the best season of his career and one of the best by an NHL goalie in the modern era. He posted a league best goals against average of .179, placed second in the league in save percentage at 92.5, and had a career high in wins and tied a career high in shutouts. This outstanding play and the injury to Curtis Joseph gave Tugnutt the opportunity to play in the 1999 NHL All-Star team. The next season, Rhodes was shipped to expansion Atlanta Thrashers, giving Tugnutt sole possession of a starting role. However, he was unable to match his previous season, and Ottawa traded him to the Penguins for Tom Barrasso. Now, arriving in Pittsburgh, Tugnutt took over the starting job from Jean-Sébastien Aubin and helped lead Pittsburgh deep in the playoffs. Tugnutt was a goal for the May 4, 2000 playoff game against the Flyers, which we made 70 saves on 72 shots. The 72 shot was a goal scored by Key Primo of the Flyers at 12:01 at the fifth overtime, winning the game for Philadelphia, the longest NHL game since the 1930s. Now, following his performance with Pittsburgh, Tugnutt became one of the most sought-after free agents on the market. Both Ottawa and Pittsburgh attempted to re-sign him, but were unable to match a lucrative offer by the expansion Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, during Columbus' inaugural season, Tugnutt was considered a backbone. His 22 wins broke an NHL record for most wins by an expansion team, and his 91.7 save percentage was among the best in the league. The team's second season was not as impressive. He ended up sharing goalie duties with Mark Denis, and GM Doug McLean gave Denis the opportunity to be the full start of the club and traded Tugnutt to the Stars. In 2004, Tugnutt was the backup to Marty Turco, and in January 2003, Turco unfortunately suffered an ankle injury that allowed Tugnutt to start almost 20 straight games, and he posted back-to-back shutouts during that stretch. For that season, he played 31 games and posted a 15-10-5 record, including 4 shutouts. Now, the 2004 season was possibly Tugnutt's toughest in the NHL, as by January he only received 3 starts. He was sent down to the minors for the first time in almost 10 years to get some playing time with the Utah Grizzlies. Just 5 games in, Tugnutt pulled his groin and was out until after the All-Star break. Soon after, he was recalled to the Dallas Stars, and after 2 solid starts, one of which was a shutout, Tugnutt received a break when Turco received a 4-game suspension, and he eventually retired following the 2004 season. Now, after the lockout, Tugnutt joined CBC as a color man for Hockey Night in Canada. From 2009 to 10, he served as the goaltending coach for the OHL's Oshawa Generals, and was a goaltending consultant for the 2010 Canadian World Junior team. Now, Tugnutt's contract with the Generals was not renewed after a major office shakeup in 2010, but Tugnutt eventually joined the Peterborough Pete's coaching staff in the 2011 season. Now, Tugnutt was also a consultant with Hockey Canada until 2013, when his duties with the Kempful 73s took up most of his time, as his sons played on the squad, and Tugnutt, of course, was the head coach. Now, Tugnutt did previously own the Kempful squad, which is a junior A team, and Tugnutt sold the team to an ownership group led by former teammate Jason York a few years later. Now, again, honors and records. Modern-day record holder, most saves in a regular season, 70-73. Most saves in a regular season game for a Duck, 46. Tied with Dominic Hasek for Ottawa Senators' highest regular season save percentage. Leader in save percentage in the 2000 playoffs. Holds Pittsburgh Penguins record for highest save percentage in the playoffs, and has division named in his honor in the FCHL. Now, after a disappointing 4-game squeak in the NHL playoffs, Tugnutt then played for Team Canada in the '99 World Championship. The semifinal game was against the Czech Republic, in which Canada lost after the game went undecided in overtime, ending in a shootout. This was Tugnutt's second appearance for Team Canada, as he played for them in 1993 as well. So, financial NHL totals: 537 games, 186 wins, 239 losses, 16 overtime losses. In the playoffs, 9-13 with 26 shutouts. World Championships, 93, 4 games, 99 4-3 record, and 7 contests. So that's a little bit about the Rod Tugnutt legacy. Have pads with travel, but when you're from Scarborough, Ontario, you're only 5'11", 165, and you put out such a great career. You do Ontario proud. But from the time he was with the Petes, we knew he had a quality in him, and playing in Quebec was hard on him. But playing in Ottawa too, where he redesigned his career, is probably one of the biggest comeback stories of the modern NHL. Again, outstanding gentleman, outstanding player, and outstanding role model for all young goaltenders coming up. Thanks for listening. Bye.